Hey everybody, welcome to Nation. My name is Jersey, and thanks for coming to hang out with us. If this is your first time either listening or watching, then thank you. Thanks for checking us out. Hopefully you learn a thing or two. Hopefully you will want to go back and follow up on the previous episodes. This is episode 13, so definitely go back and check out the latter. If you are if you are one of the nation, then I definitely appreciate you coming. It is because of you that we do the show, so thank you. And most importantly, if you have commented, sent me emails, shot me a text, purchased even from me, I really appreciate you. I can't say it enough. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to contact me or send me a message, any of that, my number is 862-312-2026. Shoot me a text. Or if you'd like to email me, it's josh@windowcleaningresource.com. Or if you'd like to send me a message via Facebook, certainly do that. I am Josh Cronin. Anywhere you see me, definitely tell me what's up. Comment. It's super appreciated by me, and it's super important. So definitely do appreciate that. This is going to be available via podcast. It'll be on iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud. Also, it will be available on YouTube. If you are watching this right now via YouTube, comment down below. Say what's up. If you're a first-time listener, if you've seen it and you are part of the nation, tell me that and where you're from. I always love to hear that. So definitely comment down below. If you are going to put our hashtag anywhere out on social platforms, it is hashtag WCR Nation, and I will be able to find you and find what you wrote about me, good or bad, and I do appreciate that. But I am a sales rep for Window Cleaning Resource, so if there is any supplies or anything that you'd like to purchase or questions on products, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to me. Again, number is 862-312-2026. And new starting this week, Responsibid has actually given WCR Nation a promo code for their products to save $30 a month. So use that. I'll put it down below here. But it is going to be a very long, and I'm going to try to shorten it for you. But it's try.responsi, that's responsi.bid/Josh Cronin. So definitely go there, check it out, and tell them I said what's up. So, shout-outs for this week. First and foremost, I want to say to Joe D'Amico, what is up, man? He's always commenting on the videos. Good dude. So, what is up? Also want to say what's up to Ryan Larson, another good dude. Talked to him quite a bit. And Fred Carter, who showed me his sick trailer setup. I love seeing rigs, and he has gotten the Cadillac of rigs, I'm telling you. So thank you very much for you guys. And anybody else that I did forget, I apologize. I'll get you next time, man. Tell me, give you a shout out. I will give you a shout out for sure. For sure. But this week's episode, we are going to be talking about motivation and how to motivate someone, especially yourself, when you just don't feel very motivated. And this time of year is kind of the time of year that really sets in, because we're pre-fall, right? We're kind of coming out of a dead of spring, dead of dog days of summer. Another time is winter. Winter's really bad, I think. But this time of year, you're kind of coming off that twiddling your thumbs. It just hasn't picked up yet. Maybe you're ramping up and getting ready to advertise and do things for the fall season, but you're just not there yet. You wake up, maybe not much going on the calendar. Just don't want to get out of bed, right? I feel it. I know you feel it. I know guys and gals that have been in business for 7 or more years, heck, 5 or more years, really feel it, because they've been there and they've done that. You get to a point where there's just nothing that seems to bring you joy, right? It just, you get in a rut. You really do. And money is great in the beginning when you're chasing money. But once that money's coming in, even when you're getting great numbers every month, you're blowing it out of the water, you are excelling your projections, you're even better than you thought. There's just something about it that gets you kind of bummed feeling. And that's what we're talking about today, is how to get that feeling back. I can tell you, I have been in business for a while. I've been in business now for like 12 plus years, something like that. Not terribly long compared to a lot of you guys and gals out there. But I can tell you that there's a certain part where all of a sudden you just kind of get burnt out. And the burnout really comes when there's nothing new, right? In the very beginning, it's all exciting. You guys who are new and you're watching this and you're in it for a year, just think of that time and you got that first reoccurring gig or that giant house, it's exciting. It makes you want to go out and kind of chase more. But when you lose that motivation, how do you get it back? How do you get it back? I want to talk to you a little bit about what I do to get it back and what seems to work a lot for a lot of people. Now, remember, keep in mind, I'm wrong a lot. I'm not right all the time. No one is. And you shouldn't listen to everything anybody has to say 100%. You should be able to make the decisions for yourself. But these are my thoughts. And I would love to hear from you. Tell me what you do to stay motivated, because it helps everybody else around you if you can help them become or stay motivated. So, motivation in general is like a shower. We all stink, right? We really, really do when it comes to motivation, because motivation, just like a shower, is if you take a shower right now, you feel amazing. You hop out of that shower. If it's morning, you're awake. If it's the nighttime, you're relaxed, right? You feel amazing. You jump out of that shower, you feel fresh and clean, right? You feel great. But what happens? That shower eventually wears off. Eventually you get stinky, right? Eventually you don't feel so clean anymore. You don't feel so spunky. You don't feel super relaxed anymore. If it's night, you don't feel super energized in the morning because that shower's old. It's past. It's in the past. You don't even think about it anymore. Motivation's like that. That's why motivation has to come to you every single day. It has to. Because if you're not motivated, then who the hell else is going to motivate you? Why do I care if you're not motivated? The only person that cares if you're motivated is you. So you're the only person who's in control of staying motivated, right? If you have a partner, I could see that, right? If you have a spouse, I could see that. Happy wife, happy life, right? I don't know if there's one for husbands or not. There should be. Let me know if there is. But that's the only time somebody else will care. But for the most part, it's you who has to care if you're motivated or not. Because here's the thing. You can get into a funk. And we've all been there. Especially these long-term guys and gals that have been sitting there for a while. And a year, 2. You get on cruise control and you could be unmotivated for 2 years. Nothing could excite you. You're just humdrum going to work. Now you've created a job, right? You don't have that excitement of being an entrepreneur. You just got a job that sucks because it's got a lot of pressures on it, right? So you have to stay motivated. Now, a couple great things to stay motivated is, one, what you're doing right now. Watching a podcast or listening to a podcast or watching a video or watching these guys, Tradman and Luke the Window Cleaner and Steve-O and all these other guys who they put this content out there. It gets you kind of invigorated. Even if you're watching some guy squeegee a window, it gets you invigorated, it gets you motivated. It kind of brings up the bubbly feelings again to kind of get you going. But you can't watch one video and be like, cool, I'm out of the funk. It doesn't work that way. So you got to kind of watch the stuff out there. Now, Window Cleaning Resource, they're doing something pretty awesome, because as a big picture, a whole picture of the resource that WCR is they're creating almost like a TV channel with all the programming we're coming out with. A ton of programming, right? We're linking up with guys. We're having exclusive content. We're putting it all out there so that you can go onto our YouTube channel and click into any of the series. Nation is one of them. You want to become one of the Nation? Go and click that. You'll see all the episodes. And this is going to happen a year from now, 2 years from now. You'll always be able to watch these old shows. That's awesome, right? You can watch all this old stuff that's out there no matter when it is. Getting invigorated is always watching stuff. Man, I will chill at night when, things are all calmed down, the family's asleep, and I watch YouTube. It's the same thing if you're watching TV. I don't really feel like you learn too much, but that might be your relaxing time. Watching these YouTube videos really kind of gets those juices flowing. The other thing is you don't even have to stay in the genre of window cleaning. You don't have to stay in the genre of pressure washing. You don't have to watch guys clean gutters or house wash or any of that stuff. You can go in and watch somebody talk about sales. Right? We talked about this in the past. Sales is an amazingly, amazingly huge part of what you do. Cleaning the windows, they're paying for the clean windows. But how do you get them to pay for the clean windows? Everybody cleans a window. A window's clean as a window's clean, right? But selling is really what gets it up. You can watch videos on selling. You can watch videos on technique of marketing. You can watch marketing, duct tape marketing, right? You can do cheap marketing. You can watch videos on how to cold call. You can watch videos on literally everything. Everything is out there. And the nice thing about YouTube is when you're into this kind of thing, you get lost, man. You'll start watching Nation, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're watching about aliens abducting cows or something. Like you merged into so many different things, and all of a sudden you're into a whole nother facet. And that's kind of the cool thing about YouTube is you can actually go and just get lost for hours watching videos. Now, they're not all going to be super fun. This video is not always like a laugh riot, but hopefully it's good information. And it's the same thing on YouTube. Is like you don't have to watch all of the fun stuff, but watching things that you will learn something helps you. And like we talked about last week or the week before something, but we talked about anything that you learn makes you that much more advanced than the next guy who didn't learn it. You're watching this or listening to this right now. The other guy's not, right? That means you're already above and beyond the next guy. So watching and learning, it's your college again. Man, you just have to learn. It keeps you motivated. Another really good one that I like podcast-wise is Gary V. If you know who Gary Vaynerchuk, I probably always say that wrong. Gary V, he does like the Daily V. He's got a bunch of really, really good ones that is all about motivation and it's just getting out there, and it gets you again excited and motivated when you watch this stuff. You have to like look at these guys. There's a ton of different ones. You all could post right now your favorite, and I guarantee you they would have duplicates. 5 of them would be duplicates. The rest of them would all be new guys. The other one is probably one of my absolute favorite, and he was one of the original guys that I watched forever ago, is E.T. the hip-hop rapper. If you know him, I believe his real name's Eric Thomas. E.T. Just look up E.T., the hip-hop preacher. Super, super motivating guy. The guy's got energy. He's got so much fire and energy, he passes it to you, even if you don't want it. Watching his videos just gets you going. It gets you going. Tony Robbins, another one of my all-time favorite. Tony Robbins, right? His stuff is he tells it to you straight. I try not to swear too much on here. He swears a lot, so watch out for that. If that's something that offends you, if it is, toughen up buttercup, right? But he's another one that will motivate you. Just listening to him talk. There's a documentary of him in his last kind of tour, I guess you'd say, and the different people that he met, like people on the brink of like suicide that he brought back, and people that are just having the worst period of their life, and he brings them back from that with just motivating, just kind of bringing it out there and putting it out there. It's amazing stuff. You can't help but be motivated when you watch this stuff. And that's what podcasts do. That's what the videos do and YouTube does for me. Yeah, there's a lot of junk out there. Again, you guys saw my my sweaty video of after I got done mountain biking. Something I like to do. I watch mountain biking videos too. But they don't motivate me. They motivate me to mountain bike, but they don't motivate me to stay motivated, to keep that fire going in your chest, Getting yourself around like-minded people, even on YouTube or off YouTube, is just a huge, huge thing. It's so easy to be unmotivated. The easiest thing is to sit down on the couch, grab a bag of chips, right, or whatever, and just sit there, turn your brain off, right? And you can have that, but it's all about the motivation. The motivation is the hustle, and the hustle is growth. If you have hustle, you have growth. Guarantee. I don't care what the economy says. I don't care what your customers say. I don't care what your competition does. I don't care that the new guy just started and you just saw another new truck. You can't believe that next guy is in there. There's a new company every day. There's a new company every week. Some of you people out there who are completely wrong, in my opinion, that have said videos like this that create this market for people to think anybody can do it. Those are the same guys that are out there starting new companies that they don't have the hustle like you do. They don't have the fire like you do. They don't have the motivation to learn, to take what they've learned and use it. They don't have that like you do. You're here for a reason, right? Your business is what it is for a reason. It's because you have the motivation. You have the power to light that fire in your business. And hustle is growth. A lot of guys that use that word, hustle, put it out there, hustle, hustle, hustle. But if you hustle, you will grow. And I don't care if you want to grow or not. But here's the thing. When you get to that point where you want to retire, right? And that is getting into the lack of motivation for a few years. You can ride. You in business long enough, you'll get to a point where you're making amazing money. And it's guaranteed coming in. And the vehicle is moving so fast that you don't have to do anything. When you get to that point, fine. But eventually you're going to want to get off that, because what's going to happen is if you're not motivated, it's going to start slowly dwindling down. Like we said before, sell or die. If you're not out there, your company will suffer. Look at your long-term numbers. You'll know. You will know. There's nothing wrong with losing the motivation if you really want that. But none of us want our companies to fail. None of us want our companies to do any worse than they are. And it's up to you. The hustle in people is what keeps the company going. And the hustle in your business, man, it is going to take you to new levels if you can keep it. If you can keep it. The big trend that I see people, not necessarily business-wise, but I do hear it a lot, is changing a goal to make it achievable as opposed to changing the hustle to achieve the goal. Like, that is a jacked up thing to do. I have somebody, and I'm not going to name names. Apple Watch, I don't know if you do an Apple Watch. If you do, on the Apple Watch there's something called rings. And your rings show you how much you stood, how much calories you burned, how much exercise you got, right? You can set the goals on there and anything. Now, I was doing a challenge with a bunch of my buddies. We jacked it up, so we got some pretty interesting goals. Our calorie goal is 750. The person that I know has a goal of 300, maybe? 300? And they never hit the goal. They never hit the goal. I don't know what they're doing, and I don't care, because it's not my business. It's up to them to care, to be motivated to hustle, right? But they went and moved the goal down to 250 to make it more achievable. That is jacked up. If you change your goal just so you can make it, it's not your goal, man. You did not achieve your goal. You changed your goal, right? Do not change your goal. Keep that goal up there. If you're reaching for the stars and you get the moon, like, that is still an accomplishment. But always have your goal be a little bit outside the achievable. And that's what keeps you to strive. If I say, man, this week I'm going to sell one new customer. Boom. What happens on Monday? You have a great morning and you sold it by noon. You're like, boom, goal achieved. Going to eat potato chips. Play some ping pong. What goes on then? Okay, you got your goal. It's cool. That I guess if you're proud of that. But if your goal is slightly unachievable, Now, if you achieve that goal, Friday comes and you had to hustle your ass to get that. And you achieve that goal, now all of a sudden you're doing something. Now, the goal you've set was achieved by your hustle, right? You're the one that did that. You're the one that went above and beyond to make those goals happen, man. You didn't drop it down so it was achievable. You didn't make it easier. You don't cheat yourself. Go get it. Go get it. Your company's where it's at right now because of you and the hustle and the fire that you have. So go get it. Go get it. I don't get the changing goals. But change your hustle. Don't change your goals. Change your hustle. And setting goals should always be at the top of your priority. Now, a lot of guys are writing these things down. The guys that don't, then they don't need to be achieved, right? If a law wasn't written down, is it really a law? Like, it's not reminding anybody. If you can write down these goals, and I'll do this on a Monday, I will write down all of my goals. Most of the times, actually, on Friday the week before. But I'll write down all my goals for the next week. Man, this week sucked for new route work. Next week, doubling route. I got to get double the route work, right? And here's what it is. Instead of saying, next year I'm going to do $1 million, you break it down into every day I'm going to do X amount. Because that is an achievable goal that still is the slightly unachievable in the total realm of things. But it makes it so that you're able to track it, not lose sight of it, and break it into pieces you can eat. If I gave you a steak right now, man, you're not going to shove the whole thing in your mouth and go, I did it. No, you're going to cut it into pieces to be able to achieve the whole steak. Or you're going to take some of it home because you didn't achieve it, right? But you're going to break it into little pieces. Little pieces are just so much easier. So what I do when I put a goal up for next week, I have my overall goals, 5-year, 1 year, 12 month, 1 month. I do that kind of thing. But I also do weekly. Next week, I want this. This is what I want. Boom, 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 boom. Break that weekly down into days. I know every day. Oh, man. Monday sucked balls. I didn't achieve what I needed to achieve. Tuesday, I need to work even harder. But now by Tuesday, I've increased my hustle to make it happen, as opposed to getting to the end of the week and be like, man, I didn't do any of my goals. It's too late. The week's done. Right? Making goals so that they're easily understandable and easily achievable allow you to stay motivated. When you achieve one of those things that's on your list, man, you're motivated. You feel it again, right? If you're just stuck in a rut, you don't feel it. You don't have the goals to keep that fire. So writing down goals is just a hugely important thing that people miss. They just don't go that route sometimes, and it hurts you, I feel. But writing them down and not having them just be out there floating out for no one to see is really, really, really the most important thing. Because if it's not written down, it doesn't exist. That's really kind of what I feel. Now, motivation too, for me, is surrounding myself with people who are even more motivated than I am. If you want to be a positive person, surround yourself with people who are more positive than you are, right? If you are the most positive person, hey, my name's Jersey, nice to meet you, right? I'm friends with all these guys here, and they're all thugs that are out there just doing crack and stealing. It is really, really, really hard for me to not fall into what they're doing. Now, hey, I'm Jersey, nice to meet you. Here's the people that I hang with. Chris, Lamborghinis, Dave Carroll, Kurt Kempton, right? All these guys in our industry that are hugely motivated. You know the people that you've hung out with. You've been to the conferences. You've met these people. Say that you are the least motivated out of all those people. They're going to drag you up. They're going to pull you up because they're going to conform to the group itself. You can't be around people that are so fire-filled and be a lump yourself because they're not going to hang out with you. It's just not going to happen. They're going to make you a better person. If you surround yourself with people who are crap, you're going to be crap. Understand that. But that's definitely not what you want to do. Phone's ringing. I think I turned everything off here. Sorry. Either way, so surround yourself with people that are so much more motivated than you. And that's another one. If you can get to one of these conferences, conventions, trade shows, tabletops, there's so much out there of shows. And I know you don't want to hear about the huge convention. Fine. What about ICE, right? What about all these other tabletop roundtables? I keep thinking that. Roundtables. Other shows, other groups. What if you had a group of guys on Voxer that you talk to all the time, right? What if those people could help you be motivated? What if if you don't know what Voxer is, use it. What if you started a text group with a bunch of guys in the industry and you just, talked about what gets you motivated, bounced ideas off of each other? It would always keep you motivated. Or you'd leave the group because you felt awkward because everybody else has got a hustle and you're just sitting there like a lump, right? Surround yourself with people that are better than you and you will become better. That's how you stay motivated. If you sat in a room with the lights off and the windows closed for a week, what would happen? No one's around. It's just you in a dark room sitting on a cold floor. You would be destroyed, right? You would be so sad. You wouldn't get out of the room like, that was great. Oh my. Put yourself in a conference, right, for that same week, and you're around all these people. You get fired up. That's what I'm saying, is surround yourself with motivation. Everything from quotes to YouTube, to the people you hang out with, to the shows you watch, to the books you read, to the podcasts you listen to. Which Nation is a great one. I don't know if you've heard of it. Window Cleaning Nation. WCR Nation. Right? But listening to these things, surrounding by people, man, it's up to you. Keep the fire going. You're the only one that can keep the fire going. Because once it burns out, it's so much harder to start. And I'm telling you, you've heard the phrase, and I've said it before, if a car breaks down on the side of the road and you need to push it off, the hardest part is the beginning. But what happens when the car starts rolling? What happens when the car's rolling? One person can keep the thing rolling. It's so much easier to keep something going than to start it back up from cold. Same thing with motivation. Inject your life with motivation. A boost of positivity. A boost of just fire, hustle, and you'll keep it. You'll keep it going. It'll be so much easier to succeed. Hustle equals growth. Remember that for sure. And if you're still here watching, awesome. Thank you so much. Like I said, definitely comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Please put something down below. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and I want to give you a shout out. I want to say what's up. So I definitely appreciate that. Plus, like I said, if you want to try Responsibid, which is awesome, Kirk Kempton, my favorite speaker of all time, super good dude. Really love Kurt. He is an awesome person. His product is amazing. If you want to try it, there's a code for it. Try it. Love it. You're going to stay with it. It's the best software program on the market for window cleaners, for any service industry, I think. Builds it right into the website. You don't even have to worry. I close jobs at 2, 3 in the morning all the time. It's the gum concept. You put a pack of gum in the checkout lane, people buy gum because it's there. When somebody goes and they just tire check and you're the one that gives them an exact quote, they're going to go with you. It's just that simple. Collects your information. I won't go on to it. Do your research on Responsibid, but check out the link for Responsibid. And even more than that, if you are in the market for any type of supplies, window cleaning, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, gutter season's here, pick up a gutter vac, financing, anything, hit me up, 862-312-2026. Shoot me a text. Go ahead and email me, josh@windowcleaningresource.com. Hit me up on Voxer. Hit me up on Facebook. Shoot a smoke signal. Do whatever. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to help you in any way I can. Follow Luke, too. Luke, Steve-O, Tryman, all those guys. Follow them. They're amazing. The videos are good, and it's really going to keep that motivation for you. So definitely thanks again for everything. And until next week, thanks for watching, and I hope you are going to be part of the nation. Be learning, be epic. Peace out, guys.